No, we should not put Nike aside because this has been a bifurcated market all year, and the growth stocks have done substantially better than the rest of the market. The problem now is Janet Yellen. She has not given us any clarity at all. I said last week when I was here, the market had already priced this in. The 10-year Treasury and the 2-year Treasury yields came way down after the non-action. She gave us no clarity the other day when she spoke. The Nasdaq's been down every day since the Fed did nothing. So the growth story is very much in question because there's too much uncertainty about what the Federal Reserve is doing. And if the markets don't like one thing, it's uncertainty.
I don't know if it's a broader problem for the rest of the market. It's clearly a broader problem for the biotech index. You just mentioned that one, the IBB, traded down 5% today. Tim talked about 285 being a level on last night's show. Then you have I think some rulings that sort of favored Kyle Bass in the aftermarket. Hillary Clinton's remarks this week. All points to these things continuing to go lower. People are selling the ETF, which drives the stocks down. You can't buy these until they start to report. I think Celgene reports in about 3 weeks. Otherwise, I think Timmy's level of 285 is absolutely in the crosshairs.
Remember that this is a place where income, adjusted for inflation, is still rising at 7%. Manufacturing is weak, but manufacturing wages are still rising by 5%. You know, we do have a lot of data to look at, which tells us that the largest part of the economy is doing well. Now, it's not to ignore the difficulties. There is, as I said, a distinctive rust belt. There are 5 provinces in China, mostly up in the northeast, where GDP growth in the first half of this year was about 4.5%. But the other 26 provinces, GDP growth was about 8%. So we need to take in balance and also look at things like if wages are still rising in manufacturing at 5%, manufacturing may be weak, but it's not collapsing. If we look at MSCI China industrials in the first half of this year, profit growth was almost up 40% year over year.